Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Can you hear me? All right, the mic is working. Why can't I see the live? Hmm. Maybe I have to wait till somebody comes in. We will wait and see if anybody comes in. Hey, Martina. Sorry, I had went in the kitchen. Okay. Hey, Tashana. Parker, get down. How I feel. Feel heal. Let me go back because I missed some of the comments because I was in the kitchen. So I say hello. You live it. Yeah, Martina, it's a hot mess. Hey, recessionista. Okay. Okay, so I know y'all see the picture. I am taking the braids out of my hair, and I didn't feel like trying to put on a hat or anything. So I was like, wait a minute. I've seen other YouTubers use StreamYard and just use an avatar, picture of themselves. So I was like, that's what I'm going to do tonight because I didn't feel like trying to do something to my hair or trying to do something. So, how is everybody today? Parker is here, following me around as usual. Um, I was going to cook out, but I really don't feel like it. And I was like, why the hell am I celebrating the 4th of July? It wasn't like my people was celebrating, you know, detaching themselves from Europe, from the king and queen. So yeah. So I don't know. Right now I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like grilling. So it just may be a day of me just hanging low. And I might go over there and play this dango Uno game with my nephew. Yeah. So what is everybody else doing? Anybody cooking out? Tashana, y'all are still at home, so y'all having a big cookout with the kids, with the young people. What did you do on the 19th? Oh, I'm sorry. Wasn't that Juneteenth? Yeah. Now, if somebody got some barbecue, they want to give me a plate or something, I'm more than happy to eat that. But I don't feel like cooking that personally myself. That means I gotta clean the grill, and I don't think I got charcoal. So that, yeah, it's definitely out. I don't even have charcoal. I forgot about Juneteenth. Well, there is a lot going on out here in the world. I am so I am so through with this alligator Alcatraz. I look up, and one of the representatives from South Carolina, I don't even know who the hell she is. I have never heard of her. I can't think of the first name, last name Mace. But she decided to do a TikTok with herself dressed up like ICE and letting the president know, and Homeland Security or whoever's over the Alcatraz thing, let them know that we had a lot of alligators here in South Carolina, and we're more than ready to have our own alligator Alcatraz up here. I'm like, oh, hell no, we're not. No, we're not. And I posted it on my Facebook. So I'm like, so when it's time for us to vote again, let's make sure her ass ain't going back to D.C. She can go on down to Florida since she want an Alcatraz. Yeah, Tashana, my sister that was on with me last time, Fuego, her dad, my stepfather, passed on the 4th. So she doesn't really like to do too much. So that was kind of another reason. Yeah. It floods, and then I was just watching where one of the state's representatives tried to go. A couple of them tried to go because they officially opened, and they do have some people there, but they tried to go, take a look at the place and make sure that whoever was there was okay, and make sure that there were no children there. Of course, they did not let them in, and they were shuffling them around. They got to call this person, call that person, and all that. So, yeah, they never got in. But while they were there waiting to try to get in, they said the mosquitoes was eating them up. So I can only imagine being there in them damn tents in the Everglades, it being hot, and mosquitoes tearing your ass up. Because you can get all kind of illnesses from mosquitoes, especially if you might be allergic to them. And Tashana, I'm sorry, I forgot to say, I'm sorry about the loss of your mom. Yeah, they really are nothing but another day. And like I said, my people wasn't didn't come from Europe, so they weren't celebrating. So the big beautiful bill has been passed, and they think they slick because we do have those midterms coming up next year. They put off a lot of stuff until either after the 2026 elections, or like doing it in 2028, so that while he's in term, while he's president, it won't really affect us. But when the next person comes in, all this shit is gonna kick in. Some of it would already have kicked in, but a lot of some of the other stuff won't start till then. But I don't know. I'm not real up on government. I should know how it works, but I don't really. I know bits and pieces. So what I want to know is this stupid bill that he's just getting ready to sign. Can't the next president come in and kind of negate all that crap that he just put in by having another bill that would switch everything around? That's what I'm thinking. And I have to wonder. So it looks like we got all females in here right now. So let me ask you guys a question. Let's say that all of you guys are senators or representatives in the House, and something like this came down. And if you signed it, you would lose your job. Now, you've worked your whole life to get this position and get to the White House, and this is a job that you really, really love. And then if you lose your job, you really don't know what else you're going to do because your whole life has been geared to work in politics. Would you sign it or would you not sign it, knowing that you would not be able to get elected again? No, let's say that it doesn't have to be Trump as president. Let's say it was under Obama or Biden or one of the other presidents. So, Martin, you said that you would sign it, even though it would affect millions of people, or, yeah, millions of people, because it would affect the people that you represent plus everybody else. And that's what, because from what I'm hearing, there were other Republicans who were going around behind closed doors thanking the Democrats for coming against the bill. But there were a lot of them who did not want to sign it because they knew it was going to harm their constituents. But when you're between a rock and a hard place, and then the ones who hadn't signed, like last night, it was about 10 of them. Trump was calling them to the White House, trying to put the pressure on them. So I'm unhappy that they did this, but then I have to look too, what would I do if I was in their situation? So, because let's say if I take where I'm at now, 62, turning 63, this is the job that I went to school for. This has been my career. This is what I've been doing. I'm getting older. I want to ride this out till I just retire. Do I want to give all this up? Or do I want to bite the bullet and do something for the people? Well, we're going to say that maybe he wasn't president. It could be anybody president, not necessarily him. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that if it's between me and the people are the ones that voted me in. And I came up there saying that I'm going to come up there and represent them. So if anybody's going to have to bite the bullet, it's going to have to be me. And who knows that maybe by me not signing it, they would reelect me in. And I know that it's going to be difficult because if it was under him, he's going to be an ass and talk about me really, really bad. But hey, if at the age that these people are, if they can't take him talking, that's what I understand. Unless he's physically, you know, gonna do something to you or threatening your family's life or something like that, him talking about you out there on the internet and stuff, who gives a rip? No, no, no. I was saying if you were a representative up at DC, because I was just like, none of them wanted to. There was two, two people put themselves on the line, knowing that they're going to get the rap. And the one guy, Massey, this man is out there writing like 3 pages on whatever that platform that he done got for himself since he don't do Twitter. He made up his own Twitter like platform. And I'm thinking, really? You have time to be that petty? And see, this is the thing that makes me mad. This man can say anything he wants to people and about people, but can't stand for nobody to say anything about him. CBS, Fox, and somebody else just paid him millions of dollars because somebody said something about him that he didn't like. But you can go around giving nicknames to people, calling people, all kinds of stuff and talking about them, and that's okay. But if somebody says something about you, you all butthurt. I mean, it's like a child, a 79-year-old child, so immature. Yeah, Truth Social, Martin. Hey, did y'all see my the community page where I posted about alligator bait? Yeah, he can say all that and that's okay. It seems like I might have heard about the alligator bait. I'm thinking I might have, but I'm not sure. But I really didn't go into it. Um, and then if you read I didn't even know, child. I didn't even know they had a Jim Crow museum. Did y'all know that? A Jim Crow museum. But yes, apparently it is true that they would take the little black babies and feed them to the alligators and call them alligator bait. And that's where they got the idea for alligator Alcatraz. They got, because of Alcatraz, a prison. And that was a horrific prison. That's one of the reasons why they closed it. It was so bad. And so I'm just like, that is so racist. And they actually have merchandise out. You can get alligator Alcatraz hats and t-shirts and stuff. And they actually, I heard that they were talking about people wanted to do a tour, like pay to do a tour out there. I'm just like, what? They want to do a tour to see if maybe somebody is trying to get away, going to be getting ate up by alligators like it's a sport? Now, Idi Amin now he was something. He really was something and was not attractive whatsoever with his big black self. Yeah. He was a dictator. He was horrible. But the kicker for me today was the whole thing about letting immigrants stay here who work on farms and stuff like that. That this is the deal. Because especially like in Florida is one of the places. The farmers are really complaining about the fact that because of these new immigration laws and stuff, that crap he's doing with that. I don't know. I just can't talk tonight. People are not showing up to pick the crops, to work the farms. So he was saying that if they worked in hospitality, farms, things like that, where you have a lot of immigrants working, they would not let them get picked up. They would figure out a way for them to be able to stay here. I guess something like a work visa. But this is what they have come up with. He said, let's say this one farmer has like 15 immigrants working for him. And he knows them because they've been working his farm for, a couple of years or whatever. They're going to make a deal where the farmers are owners, that's what he said, owners, that the immigrants would be responsible, the farmers would be responsible for the immigrants, and they would have to sign some paperwork, and they would be held accountable by the farmer. So the farmer is the owner of these immigrants, and they have to adhere to, I guess, whatever rules he put down for the farm or whatever. Hi, Karen. Hey, Peaches and Cream. What kind of shit is that? Now, see, people don't like for me to come on here and talk about some of these things. And of course, after I go through my little spiel, we'll go to, talk about crazy stuff. But hey, Life with Polly. Because I'm taking the braids out my hair, Polly, as if you need to know. And I didn't want to come on looking all crazy. You be acting like you my man. You always got a lot of questions. You'll be okay if you can't see me tonight. But yeah, I was like, so who's next to be working these fields? Because you actually have farmers in the Midwest wanting to know if the African Americans could come back and work the fields since the other immigrants have been run off or they're picking them up and deporting them. No, it's not about gray. I said I was taking the braids. You know what, Recessionista? Don't start. Do not start, ma'am. Don't follow her up to Shauna. She always got some mess. Paula, you just mad because you can't see me twerk tonight. Recessionista always got some mess going on. Oh, so what is my drink tonight since y'all can't see me? I am drinking vodka with cranberry juice. I was actually going to make a tequila sunrise. And then I was like, I don't feel like going through all that. I just wasn't feeling like doing a whole lot. What? A day without a Mexican? Now, see, now he gonna really want to come through. You know what? I'm just gonna send you to the doghouse. I'm not gonna mess with you tonight. I'm not. Oh, it's an old movie. So is anybody else having a drink or having a pre-4th of July drink? I don't know. Oh. And if you are drinking tomorrow, drink responsibly because it's probably going to be warm and the heat will make you get a buzz quicker. And you probably need to drink some water. That's the one thing about like the people down here in the country. They be having like tomorrow in the country, everybody gonna be having a cookout. And they be starting this shit like at noon, 1 o'clock. Okay, you got your mics hard. And it be hot as hell. And they'll have like those little, portable tents you can put up with just the top and no sides. And they'll have big old fans going. I'm not sitting out there in that heat and drinking and playing cards and carrying on. Oh, you know what, Tashana? You going over to the doghouse with Recessionista. Annabelle and Parker gonna get booed up. See, y'all always got some mess going on. I'm off too. Parker say I'm the only woman in his life. I have not heard any firecrackers at all, and I'm surprised. I have not heard a one. Hey people, I have my cane to save you. No, 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 Martin. No, you're not saving nobody. You're not saving the two of them because they just cutting up. I hadn't heard of one. My sister said she heard some on her side, but apparently the people in this neighborhood either they don't do them or they wait till tomorrow. But they are real quiet over here. I think me and Parker might be the loudest people over here. Yeah, she looks like a Chihuahua. And she looked like a Dachshund too. Ooh, I wonder what the puppies would look like if a Dachshund, a Chihuahua, and a Yorkie. That'd be some type of mix. No, ma'am. Martina is not helping you all. She always want to help people to go to the doghouse. They go to the doghouse for a reason. Maybe people ain't got the money to do them like they normally do. And they probably cost a lot more. Fireworks ain't cheap. You know what, Polly? My baby is not going to be watching your hussy of a dog twerk in front of him. Excuse me. Parker is a Yorkshire Terrier full bred. He is not a mix, ma'am. Uh, Parker say, don't insult. Parker say, do not insult him like that. He is full bred. See, Parker, Recessionista got jokes talking about that you a mix. Parker say, if he ever see you, he gonna bite your ankles, Recessionista. Yeah, I don't particularly care for fireworks. Oh, did y'all see that there was a warehouse that housed fireworks in California that caught on fire, and I think two people either got hurt or killed. See, that's why I don't mess with them. They like little bombs. Those chihuahuas get around. I'm sure Annabelle has had her share. You know what, Polly? I'm covering my baby ears. Oh, yeah. I don't know what they would look like. But Annabelle too old for my baby. Is he still missing? I would never work at a place like that. I don't like firecrackers. And not, I would do the sparklers, but I ain't no firecracker person, so I don't think I could work in a firecracker warehouse. Nah. Yeah, I know some people are just, they love setting them off. Nope. I never liked the little ones that you could light up and just throw. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, they would be safe. If Parker made some babies, I keep at least one or two. Yeah. Errors ain't on here because I seen that in Chicago, 4 people got killed. They had like two mass shootings in Chicago. 14 people got shot, had to go to the hospital, and at one place, 4 people got killed. Said somebody just drove by. There was some type of private party at this restaurant, and the people had came out, and they were, how you after you go to something, people come out and they just standing around. Where they were standing around, somebody drove down the street and just started shooting in the crowd. I know. Why is crime so bad in Chicago? And I mean, it's been like this for some years. How you figure I would be your mother-in-law? You're not marrying my dog. Your dog would be marrying my dog. We would just be in-laws. You would be Parker's father-in-law, and I would be Annabelle's mother-in-law, and we would just be the in-laws, the parents. Yeah, I don't think I would have been hanging on the street, but now the mayor wants the restaurant to be closed. And they were talking about no, I think it's the governor wants it to be closed. The mayor was saying that, they don't have any issues with the people that own the restaurant, that they've had a good business and they don't have any issues with them, but it was a private party. So my thing is, do you think that the restaurant should be closed just because they let somebody rent out the restaurant and they had, an affair there? Should they be held responsible for a shooting that happened on the street outside the restaurant? Oh, I've heard of their recessionista. That's what I said. I was like, how is the governor going to want to close the restaurant when, anybody can rent out a place, a venue? Why should the owners be held responsible? Because the people that gave the party may not have even known the person that came down the street and was shooting. I mean, you got people that just be shooting. It could have been somebody just driving down the street and thought it'd be a good idea to shoot, in a group of people. So I don't really think that's fair for them to be calling that, for these people to lose their restaurant behind that. Oh, so you're a city slicker, huh? You know what? I noticed that there are different traits. Like half of y'all are from up north. Am I the? It's me and a couple of other people that's from the south. But this is what I've noticed, and don't y'all get mad. But I've noticed that people from up north, from the bigger cities, even like if they're from Atlanta here, they talk real fast and they're loud. I don't know why they're always so loud. They're like, I don't know, demonstrative. Like when we talk, and they talk sharp. They have sharp tongues. Like when they're talking to you, the way they talk to you, sometimes it make you feel like, I don't know, they're trying to be smart with you, or they may be upset with you, but that's just how they talk. And then we're just like very polite for the most part, and we talk a little bit slower, and we're not so loud with it. I guess maybe a little bit more aggressive than we are. I guess that might be the word. Have y'all noticed that when y'all talk to people from the South, if you're from the North, that it may seem like to you all that we talk too slow? Because I'm like, the people from the city always be excited. Get off my blanket. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people from New York are rude. I didn't want to say rude or rude, but yeah, because I've had conversations. Yeah, Tashana, that's what I was saying. I was going to inquire about that if she had heard. I'm sure she's heard about it. Yeah, because you can drive here in the South. You can just drive through. Let's say you're driving from Chicago to Florida. When you get down here, past what they call the Mason-Dixie line, you can be driving through a town, and people, if they just sitting on their porch or whatever, they'll just wave at you. Don't know you from, you know, from Jack, but they gonna wave at you and be like, "Hey." But up north, when I used to work for health insurance, we would get doctors' offices and stuff that would have to call, and they would always be in a rush, always be rude and sharp tongued. And I'm like, I guess that's just how people interact, though. And so it doesn't mean anything when you're talking to another person that's from your city. But I definitely have noticed a difference. Yeah, because you're getting some of that good old southern air. And it's probably not as polluted as in the cities, because like here in Columbia, we don't have skyscrapers. Like the big tall buildings, you can see them in Atlanta. And even Atlanta don't have as many as, other big cities. But we don't have, I think we got one tall, really tall building, but we don't have them here. Yeah, oh my gosh, it was so funny. On my mother's side, her family migrated from Georgia to Detroit. And so we used to go up there and visit. So when I graduated from high school, I wanted that to be my graduation gift. I wanted to go to Detroit and hang out for the summer before I went to college. So I'm walking down the street. I think me and one of my friends was going to go to the movies. And I'm just being polite like we do down here. So when people pass me, I'm just like, "Hi, how you doing?" It was crazy. People, if it was a woman, she would be holding her purse real close to her. And the guys was looking at me like I'm crazy. Like they were looking at me like, "Why the hell is you talking to us?" And I was just like, "What?" And my friend was like, "Girl, quit talking to people. Don't nobody talk to nobody. Just keep on moving. We going to do what we going to do." Did Tashana say she was leaving? Did I miss that? Oh, okay, Tashana. Yeah, y'all have a good night watching the movie. I know you said y'all were back on the road come Sunday, so you got a couple more days to hang out. Tell Charlie we said hey. No, people from the North don't do small talk. And they be quick to get mad about nothing. Like people move down here and they'll be so upset about something. And I'll be like, it's something that may be normal for us down here. And they'll be so upset about it. And I'm like, why? 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 And the first thing they say, especially if they're from New York, I'm from New York. They don't know. They don't know me. We don't deal with stuff like that. We don't let people treat us like that in New York. I'm just like, well, then why did you move down south? If you wanted the New York atmosphere, then you should have stayed in New York. But yeah, they are very quick to get mad about something. And that whole respect thing, because they from New York. I'm like, I don't know. I ain't never been to New York other than the airport. And the rats that I be seeing, I don't necessarily want to go to New York and see no big old alley rats. I can't do the mice. Well, not mice, they rats. At one time I had said I just wanted to go and visit, but I can't outrun no rats now. And even the hotels, like when I see like some of the other content creators may go to New York for something, even the hotel rooms are small and the prices are ridiculous. Because like here, you get a hotel room, it's pretty spacious. But I was looking at some of the hotel rooms they had, and it's just big enough for the bed, a TV, and maybe a little dresser or something. And I'm like, and they paying like $400 and $500 a night or more for a little bitty small room. Oh, so because y'all up there fighting, you get your tail whipped. That's why I'm gonna keep me and my tail right down here in South Carolina. I have some friends that live in Rochester, but that place seems to be kind of like the suburbs from the pictures that I've seen. It don't seem to be that bad. Well, Japan is crowded. They got a lot of people, and I was looking at this guy that was doing a video about it was like an apartment complex, but it was like thousands of people lived there, like 5 to 10,000 people lived in this one apartment complex. And it was crazy because they were all these tall buildings, like apartment on top of apartments, but every so many floors, it would be like an open area where it was like you could go to get, it's like you could do everything there. You could go to the cleaners, you could do your shopping, you could go to the grocery store. I mean, it was pretty neat, but I don't like living like that. I don't like living, or I wouldn't want to live in an apartment where you have to go inside and we either walk up the stairs or take the elevator and it's not open. Like here, most of our apartments, when you go out your front door, you're going outside. I don't like the ones where you go out the door and you're going into the hallway and then you got to take the stairs or elevator to go down. Mm-mm, I don't like that. Yeah, Rochester seems nice. Because I always be thinking when I be seeing those apartments like that, where you got the hallways and stuff. I'm like, I don't know who might be on the elevator. You know, I don't like being that close to my neighbors that open my door and I'm looking at your door or I'm looking at you. That's how they were when I lived in Korea. They had tiny places. Like I got to live outside the military base, and I live with. If you didn't live on a military base and you live like in the city or whatever, we call that living on the economy. So I was able to live on the economy, and our apartment was so small. It was like one bathroom. We did have two bedrooms, but they were small, and I had the big bedroom because I moved in there first, and that was not big. And then we had a little living room, and the kitchen was really small. It was more like having a hot plate type of situation. It wasn't fancy at all. It was not. And it got so hot in Korea that I had never had this happen. And it gets hot here. But it was so hot in Korea that I was sweating as I took a shower. That was crazy. Paulie, that was actually a good price because a one bedroom here is 1,200. So a studio is probably about nine. I hadn't seen a studio in years though. I didn't know they still made them. See, Paula, you could have got you a part time woman. Get you back. Well, yeah, that's a better deal, but I mean things have gone up. Just like here, this is 1,600 and not very big. That used to be that used to be a house note, and it would be a very nice house. I mean, and my house was 27, 28 square feet, and I was paying like $1,200 a month. I paid more for this place than I did for a whole damn house. That is just crazy. It is just crazy. I don't see how I don't even see how people afford a place to stay. I really don't. Because if I had to pay that now, and like if I had to pay that back when I had my son and I was a single parent, I don't know where we was gonna be living. I guess with the roaches and the rats because I could not have afforded to pay. I couldn't afford to pay what I'm paying now. Then, yeah, I tell people to if you're looking for a place to stay, don't go to apartment complexes where they have management. Try to find somebody that's a private owner because they'll work with you. Most of the time, they're just trying to get somebody in there so they can have that rent coming in. So they'll work with you normally on a deposit. You know, I've found that I've been able, just like here, even though he was using a realtor, actually it was a realtor to show the place because he doesn't live here. I was able to work with him and be able to split my deposit up and all that when I was moving. It really is. It really is, Martina. They just stripping on these prices. It sure was high living, and now I got a small townhouse for that. If I want to do high living, it's probably about $3,000. And my sister just bought a house. And to get a decent house nowadays is like 300,000. I think theirs was like 350. Almost a $500,000 for a dang on house. Oh yeah, because my friend was telling me he was asking me how much did I rent my condo out for, and I was telling him I want to give my son a deal because I could actually get what I'm paying here, but he was like in California, I can make three about $3,000 on that 2-bedroom condo. I was like, shoot. Oh, Charlie's on a snack mission. Yeah, it is ridiculous, and it's not going to get any better because as things get tighter, then people are going to go up even more because they're trying to cover the cost of their bills, and that's the problem. As costs go up, so will rent. Let's see. I do have renter's insurance. I had it already, but it's a requirement, which reminds me, I need to contact them. Shoot, my car insurance is ridiculous, and it's a good company, but I'm thinking about changing them because I'm like, I feel like I am paying way too much. Yeah, and they keep telling me like here, insurance goes up, seem like every year, and they keep talking about it's because South Carolina has really bad drivers. But then I don't know why the renter's insurance goes up. Insurance is just a big ripoff. Insurance is a big ripoff because you figure you paying this company for years and years and years and years, and your stuff may never get stolen, and you may never get in a car accident. Your house may never have any damage done to it, and they're just making money off of you. And then they have the nerve to get mad if you do have to use the insurance. And I know for like car insurance down here, if you get in an accident and have to use your car insurance, they want to go up on what you pay. And you can't budget for a $300 jump in insurance. Where are you supposed to be just pulling $300 from? Wow. And at 72, you're more than likely on a fixed income. So where are you supposed to pull up $300 from? What are you gonna have to sacrifice? What are you trying to say, Peaches? Tup. What does that mean? Don't know what you're saying, Peaches. That's what I'm saying. And then get mad if I have an accident I'm like, how about you use the money that I gave you all these years that I never had to use? Oh, you're saying, yep. Okay. Well, technically they say at least 6 months of your income saved up as an emergency fund. And okay, so we just take the chat, and you don't have to tell nobody if you don't want to. But how many of y'all got 6 months of what you have coming in your house as income saved up for an emergency? And see, but that's another thing. Like down here, they have where you can get, they call it bare minimum insurance. So you just get your car insured for the bare minimum. So when I had this lady running to the back of me, all she had was the bare minimum, which I think was like, it was less than 25,000. But the bare minimum, you don't get nothing. You really don't get anything. Yeah, I know. I got property taxes to pay, and that has gone up. I pay more. I pay more property tax for the 2 acres that I have that ain't got shit on it than for the condo. Oh, you still do? Polly, I meant to ask you what was the name of that online casino. Put it in the chat. I'm gonna write it down this time. Oh, I thought you had used it. Your face still swole up. And see, that's what I'm saying. With everything going up, you usually, if you do have a big savings, you're pinching over into that to help take care of stuff. And don't let something happen, especially when you own a house or property or something. Oh my gosh. I know. I ordered like, I want to say 9 things, and it was like $100. It might not have been nine, it might have been like 6 or 7. 100 freaking bucks. I'm just like, that's why I started looking for those recipes that don't have no meat. If y'all noticed that the couple of dishes that I showed y'all, there was no meat in them. Chumba. Oh, really? I wonder why they got rid of it. I wonder if they were having some issues with it. Hmm. Interesting. I thought you guys had sold your house, seeing that you guys are not there that much. I mean, it's convenient when you come home, you have a place to go. But otherwise, you're paying for a place that you're not living in. Oh, I don't think they're illegal here. can't have slot machines anymore. Yep, they sure will do that to cover their cost. That's the one thing I hated when I worked in the restaurant business. They may put you down for 40 hours, but somewhere during the week they were going to cut your hours if business was slow. See what I'm saying? If you have the savings, you're sacrificing something like a couple of y'all saying there are things you need to do on your home, but you don't want to take it from your savings, and everything else is going towards taking care of the normal bills and stuff. I don't blame Charlie, but I have put as a joke. I have put a sign in my yard that my milkshake bring all the boys to the house. Hey, Sabo. Oh, and see that's another thing. It's a blessing when you get a house from somebody, but and because normally it's paid for, but the bad part of that is normally there hadn't been a lot of maintenance on, especially if it was a grandparent or something like that. As they've gotten older, they either didn't have the money to fix the stuff up, or they just got older and didn't fix the stuff up. So then when you get it, you got to put that money in there to fix everything up. Yeah, I like chocolate milkshakes too, but I really like. Do y'all have Sonics up north? Do y'all have Sonics? I love Sonics. It's a fast food place, but they don't do it as much as they used to. But it's like the old type of 50s. You drive in, and they had a little intercom thing, and you order your food, and somebody come out on skates and bring you your food. But they call them blasts. So they're not milkshakes. They have milkshakes, but these are thick. They're not just milkshake. It's like the thick ice cream, and then you get whatever you want in there. So I'll go get an M&M. I'm lactose intolerant, so I have to pay for it. Yeah, but you need that, Martina. Yeah, they have pretty good food. I mean, every now and then, if I want something fried, I might go get something. Yeah, we have cookouts. They are really cheap. At least they were. I don't go that much. I love Dairy Queen. We don't have that many. I think we got two. I think we got two. Oh my gosh. My mom used to take us to Dairy Queen, and I always loved getting the banana split. But I didn't like the having the pineapples really. So I would get two chocolate, have two chocolate syrups and strawberry. You know what? I don't know why I didn't think about taking a lactose intolerant pill. I don't know why. Because I love ice cream, but it is going to tear me up. Now, everybody in my family is lactose intolerant, but it didn't start bothering me till after I turned like over 60 because I can eat it. Now, my sister, ooh, if she eat ice cream or something like that, she gonna have stomach cramps so bad. Yeah, I have that every now and then. I try not to eat fast food, like unless I'm driving somewhere. Um, I'll pick it up. But otherwise, I try not to eat fast food unless I'm going to get some Church's chicken, which we only have two now. I don't know why the other one's closed. I have to go all the way to the other side of town to get it. And the people there are so ghetto. Y'all live that close to each other, Tashana? You and Martina? You can get the soft serve like at Dairy Queen. And I don't even mess with McDonald's because here the ice cream machines are always broke down. And they told me that the reason why they don't really be broke down, the people that work there just say that because they don't like cleaning the ice cream machines. Well, we're supposed to get a lot of rain. We didn't get any rain today. They said it was supposed to rain every day up until actually tomorrow, but I didn't get rain. Try so delicious coconut milk non-dairy ice cream. Sable, somehow that just don't sound delicious. I have to check it out. It says it's so delicious, but coconut milk non-dairy. Does it really taste like ice cream? Because most of the time it really don't. Martina, you probably remember. You remember back in the day when they made ice milk? It wasn't ice cream. It was like frozen milk, but it was supposed to be like ice cream. Oh yeah, that's another thing, Tashana. I bet y'all yard be looking crazy when y'all get back, unless you got somebody coming over there. Hi, militant. But is that militant Bubba? How are you? I don't think I ever seen you in the chat before. I know, Martin, when I was young, my mom used to get ice milk and trying to fake us out. I used to be like, this is not ice cream. This is ice milk. It was not the same. It wasn't really creamy and it melted quicker than ice cream, too. Oh, I don't like malted anything like malted balls. I do not like malted balls. I mean, what the heck is a malted ball anyway? I mean, what is malt? I don't understand. There's certain stuff that I'll be like, what is it? Like candy corn. What is it really made out of? Like what is malted balls? Oh, well, welcome. I hope that you will stay. Um, I probably don't fit in any type of genre. We just kind of have topics that we talk about on the front end, and then we just talk about anything that comes up after that. Oh, okay. Oh, you like candy corn? No. Ugh. What is it? I mean, some things I'd be like, what is it made out of? They had custard stands, like pudding. Oh, is it Buddha? I know I can't read. Really? Well, what is candy corn? What is it made of? Is it like just spun sugar or something? Oh, I hate Whoppers. Ugh. No, I do not like them. I don't like black licorice, but I like the red, but it don't taste like it used to. They don't make licorice like they used to. Back in the day, it was bigger and thicker. The licorice they make now, it don't even taste right. There's a liquor that tastes like black licorice. It's a schnapps, I think. What is it called? No, I don't like Whoppers. I don't like the peeps that they have out during Easter. The marshmallow looking, I guess, rabbits. Oh, frozen custard ice cream. I don't know. I just started liking jelly beans some years ago. I didn't like jelly beans, but I like the more, not the regular jelly beans, but the more gourmet jelly beans. The red ones are good. Now, the red ones used to be good. Now they don't taste that good. I haven't been to a Baskin Robbins in so long. I like marble slab better. Well, it does not taste like it's honey, sugar, and butter and vanilla. Tell me where you taste some butter in a candy corn. I'm sorry. It might have been made like that back in the day, but I bet you they're not making it like that now. I don't believe them. I don't believe them on that. Yeah, the Twizzlers, I don't. It don't taste like the licorice. Back in the day, you could get. See, back in the day, you could get penny candy. They don't even make some of the penny candy that they used to make back in the day. Oh, you taste the butter? Really, Tashana? I'm gonna put you back in the doghouse for that. You know you don't taste no butter and no candy corn. They used to have like back in the day, we could go to the store and 25 cents, you would be loaded down as a kid. Oh, I don't like orange slices. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh, that is so gross. That's another one, Peaches. What is the white stuff in the middle of that? And that ain't real caramel because it does not taste like real caramel. What is the white stuff in the middle of that candy that has a fake caramel and it's a circle and you got the white stuff in the middle? What is the white stuff? Or what is it supposed to be? No, ma'am, I don't like candy corn, so I'm not trying it with anything. I love Mary Jane's. I don't like the squirrel nuts. And I'm not real keen on the cowtails. Now, I did like Milk Duds. I still buy Milk Duds. And I like Sugar Babies and Sugar Daddies. Oh, it's like fake cream. It's definitely fake cream. Yeah, I'm like, you know what, Paulie? I bought some because they're the flavored ones, and I thought they were Tootsie Rolls until it was just the other day that I realized on the bag that it wasn't Tootsies, it was Fruities. The white stuff is not delicious, Peaches. Mm-mm. I like, I used to like, you could get the long rope light bubble gum. I used to like the jawbreakers. I ain't seen a jawbreaker in a long time. The jawbreakers. Um, Oh, red hots and lemon drops. Yeah, I love those. Now I like the regular square caramel candy that you can get. It's just caramel. Oh, caramel creams. No, I love, that's what it is, lemon heads. I still eat lemon heads and red hots. Oh my gosh, a good you can't even get a good candy apple anymore because it's the candy that makes the apple. I don't know where you can get that real old-fashioned red candy that they put on there, because the candy that they use now is different. The one back in the day, it was more red and more glossy looking. I can do Boston baked beans, but not a real big fan of those. That's what they call sugar daddies and sugar babies. I like those. I mean, Boston beans, okay. I like chocolate covered raisins. Not too fond of the chocolate covered peanuts, but I can do the raisins. I'm a big chocolate person. So pretty much I like most chocolate, not all. Nope. I can eat those, recessionista. I can eat those. I mean, they're not bad. I like them because after you start chewing them, they get a little gummy like. Now I do like caramel apple. You gotta have the red can you gotta have the regular candy apples. Caramel apples are not bad, but it's the candy, and then you gotta have a good apple underneath it. You gotta have a good crisp apple. As y'all can tell, I'm particular about my candy apples. And I know people that sell them, and they be making a killing on selling candy apples. Yeah, sugar babies are good. Now, my favorite was now laters. I lost my front tooth as an adult on the dang on now laters. I like Jolly Ranchers, but I like now laters better. Oh yes, the candy necklace that we would wear and you could suck on it. Now that was so probably so gross. You'd be sucking on your necklace and then let it drop back on your neck, and you probably dirty around the neck from playing outside. And oh yes, and the little Coke wax bottles. Heck, remember back then you could get candy cigarettes. Yep, you could buy cigarettes that were candy that looked like cigarettes, and the tip of them was red, like your cigarette was on, that you had lit your cigarette up. No, that ain't the same, Polly. Yeah, but I look for the hard ones. I don't like the soft ones. I like the hard ones. The candy whistle. I don't remember a candy whistle. Was it like it had like liquid on the inside or something? Oh my gosh, Karen. I love the BB bats. I forgot about those. I used to like the chocolate ones. And I could do the strawberry. Wasn't real keen to the banana. I'm not real fond of banana candy. I wonder if I could get BB bats somewhere. Now those were good. I like those. I like dang, I just thought about it and forgot what I was gonna say. Mm, where did it go? I don't know. Where did it go? Wax lips. I don't remember the wax lips. Now, you know where Charleston here has some of the best saltwater taffy. It is so good. What are BB bats? It's like a little square, hard piece of candy on a stick. I have no idea what it's made out of, but they had different flavors like chocolate, strawberry, banana. I think they might have had a vanilla. And my dentist is already rich. Arthur the Whistle Man. How are you? Your birthday is July 24th. Oh, you're a Leo. I have to remember to tell you happy birthday because my birthday's August 2nd. Though July Leos are a lot different from August Leos. Never had salted plums. Never had. And the candy ring, I remember buying them for my son. Oh my gosh, the fundraiser. Have y'all seen those candy bars now? Back in the day, those things were thick and they were long and they were fairly big. And they always cost $1. And you love when fundraiser season came along. Now those things are skinny, they're thin, and they still want $1. But that is some of the best chocolate, though. It is. I got in so much trouble. My mother quit letting me do the fundraisers because I would get a box of them and I would eat half of them and she would have to pay and she would be so mad. So she was like, no, ma'am, you will not be doing the fundraiser. I'm not going to sit here and have to buy a whole box of chocolate because you done ate it all. But anytime I go now, the only place I see them is like the convenience stores, but I'll still pick one up. I will still pick one up. There is a chocolate bar. I cannot think of the name of it. It probably costs more now. When I was buying them, they were like $3 a bar. What is the name of that chocolate? It is so good. But I can only find it like in CVS or Walmart's, like the drugstores. But they still taste good, Martina. They're not as big, but the chocolate is still good. Oh, you got a vanilla shake and a burger. I was gonna say that's not snacks. That's that's like a meal. So I guess Charlie say to him that's a snack. What movie are y'all watching tonight? I could eat a burger right now. I've been wanting a burger for the last couple of days. I seen about going to Five Guys. I mean, their burgers are good. I don't know why people go so crazy about them. They don't make the chunky bar no more. The little square bars. I don't like root beer. I don't like drinking root beer. I don't like root beer candy, root beer floats. I mean, what is that? See, that's another one of those things. What is the root of a beer? What is root beer made of? See, some things I'll be like, I don't understand. Well, what is that? Oh, Peaches, you just love all the nasty stuff. Yeah, they give you a lot of fries. Yeah, now they ain't cheap. Don't like York mint peppermint patties. I love the commercials, but didn't like the candy. What are you? They had the ice on them, and they were shaped like a treasure chest. I don't know what you talking about, Tashana. Love an almond joy, but I love mounds better. A frozen mounds. Oh my goodness! But a frozen Three Musketeers, if you put it in the freezer, especially in the summertime, that is good eating. Or freezing M&Ms. I always put my chocolate candy in the freezer and eat it cold. All y'all root beer lovers. I don't like whatchamacallit, but I do like um what's the one with the nuts and the caramel? I can see the picture. Nut, what is the name of that candy? What the heck is it? I can't think of the name of it now. Don't like coconut bars. Ugh. Or a zero bar. Don't like those. Now Snickers aren't bad frozen either. What is a candy? It has like caramel on the inside, it's chocolate, and then it has peanuts all over it. Well, Girl Scout cookies are just good anytime, frozen or not frozen. I love Girl Scout cookies. I try to make sure I usually buy about 4 boxes, but even they have gone up. They cost more and the boxes got smaller. I used to be a Girl Scout and I used to go out and sell the Girl Scout cookies. It's not a payday. Baby Ruth. Thank you, Sable. Baby Ruth. I like Baby Ruth. 100, it's 100,000 grand. And that's pretty good. But I love a Baby Ruth. PB Max, no. You know what I like? I like the candy that you can get like on Valentine's Day, but it's made by what's the one company? They have like the best chocolate in their hearts. And I like the fact that they put pictures now to let you know what each candy has on the inside. Because when I was younger, they didn't do that. And so we would like bite the piece back in the box. No, I can don't like Heath bars. Don't like now. I like the Andes. In that Andes mints that they give out at the Olive Garden, I like those. I never heard that, Tashana, but I don't whistle good. Let me see if I can even muster one up. Let's see. See, y'all can hear that little bit. I used to want to whistle like they did on the beginning of the Andy Griffith show. Yeah, Russell Stovers. I used no, it's actually Whitman's. One of them have the pictures. It might be. I think it's Whitman's is the one that I like. Now I like turtles too. We used to sell those. We used to sell M&Ms, the chocolate bars, and we sold turtles too as a fundraiser. But when my son came through, they started changing the fundraisers. They had wrapping paper. They used to have stuff that people didn't want to buy. But I think the best thing I bought was cover to cover your plate when you're using the microwave. And then they had cookie dough. That was like the best cookie dough. It came in tubs. Oh my gosh, you could make cookies for days. Yeah, you can still buy the turtles. You said Milky Way is boring. Frozen Milky Way is good. I like anything pretty much with caramel in it. Yep, you can still get them. Well, I like the ones like when my son was in Boy Scouts. We sold the popcorn. Now that was a good seller. People would buy the popcorn. I don't know who TJ's is. I don't think we have a TJ's pizza. That might be something y'all have up north. I would like to go to New York and try some of their pizza since it's supposed to be so good. I have yet to find a good pizza here lately. I really wish that I could get a pizza made like they make in Italy. We used to have a place here where they had it was like an open type oven like they use in Italy, but they end up closing. See, Tashana, that's when Halloween was Halloween. I mean, that was like the kids' holiday other than Christmas. We started out with like the little pumpkin thing, but as you got older, we literally took pillowcases so we could get our candy in there. Now, see, I was talking about that earlier, Arthur. That's one of my favorite candies. Matter of fact, I broke the tooth in the front of my mouth on an hour later. But yeah, I said I wanted to go to New York and try their pizza. I wish I could do like a food tour of the United States. What do you mean the pizza is good because of the water? Uh, See, where you bought a Heath bar at for almost $3? You must have been at a gas station. Oh, Tashana, you talking about they were long and they were flat. I forgot they used to make Jolly Ranchers like that. Now that they make them into the little ones, you could suck on those things all day long. Yeah, I really wish I could find a place that cooked pizza or a calzone like in Italy. They don't know how to make calzones here. It's really just a folded over pizza, but the way they cook it in that open oven makes it taste so good. And they do not eat pizza as a meal. Pizza is an appetizer there. And that's where I fell in love with my Lambrusco. I don't understand the water in the pizza. Is it a certain type of water you got to drink when you eat the pizza? Slapstick suckers. I don't remember those. Y'all remember it was it was a lollipop. I'm trying to think of the name of them. You know, I actually like the skinny Tootsie Rolls better than the big ones. Oh, New York water for making the dough. Never had a slapstick. I really like Italian food. Still like Starburst. They cost too much nowadays, though. A bag of Starburst, they be tripping on candy prices. They be tripping on candy prices. Charm suckers. Thanks, Karen. That's what I was thinking of. They used to sell them at the school in the canteen, and you could get them in different flavors. I hadn't seen a charm sucker in years. I don't think they make them anymore. Oh, I love the pixie sticks. And you know what else I like? Those little, they taste like pixie sticks, but the little round things, that round candies that they sell a lot around Halloween. Well, you can buy them all year, but they usually have them in the big bags that you can get when you buy big bags of candy for Halloween. But it's like a whole bunch of them rolled up together. What the heck is the name of those? I can't never think of nothing. I forget what they're called, but they look like little, I don't know, they're little round pieces of candy. I can't even describe it. There was something that I wanted to make a comment on. Hmm. No, I think the vodka is making me not be able. Tootsie Pops, I never, like, how many licks, y'all remember that? How many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll Pop? The world may never know. I know I didn't because I was going to bite the candy before I did a whole lot of licking on it. Oh, they have them at Five Below. I bet they smaller than they used to be. I bet you they're not as big. You know what? You can't really find bubble gum. Do y'all remember the gum they had? They had like, I think it was like supposed to be breath stuff, or yeah, in the middle. So when you bit into it, it would gush into your mouth. Was it the that wasn't bubble gum, was it? Yeah, girl. Why was you trying to snort a pixie stick? That was the bubble gum that had the comics. That was that little hard bubble. I mean, that hard bubble gum that I forgot the name of it. Was it Hubba Bubba? Yeah. What was it? Was it supposed to make your breath smell better? Bazooka Joe. Yeah. That bubble gum is so hard. I didn't really like the stuff to gush in my mouth. I don't really see bubble gum like you used to, but you chewed bazooka. It was hard, but it blew pretty good bubbles. And I was forever getting in trouble because at school you was not supposed to be chewing gum in the class, and that was kind of crazy. Why did they have that rule that you couldn't chew gum in the class? Why did the teacher even care? You know what, Peaches? I'm gonna have to send you in the corner with Recessionista and Tashana. Uh, y'all is just cutting up, cutting up, cutting up. Oh, is that why? Because they was popping their gum? Yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. And that was gross. That always reminds me of the Christmas movie Elf, when he was outside in New York and he was on the street and he was had his hand on some type of like rail and there was gum stuck all on it and he was eating it. That was so gross. Oh, Oprah hates gum. Okay. Just like Oprah say that she didn't go to no Diddy party and she didn't use Ozempic. Well, thank you, Arthur, for letting us know that you love gushers. Thank you. See, Peaches just done brought up some. See where you went with that, Peaches. You see where you went. Well, gum was a hot commodity all while we was in school because we weren't supposed to have it. Peaches, I think you're taking recessionista spot tonight. Yeah, now I only chew not dentine, but I got some in my purse. And I don't really chew gum that much, but I always just have some in my purse. Martha, you ain't did nothing to have to go into the corner yet. And you're not going to go rescue them. Tashana seems to be acting better. Recessionista on the fence, but Peaches is just, and normally she don't cut up like that. I don't know what's going on. I don't like the bubble tape, and I definitely don't like the fruit chews that I used to buy my son. The big old rolls of fruit, and I don't think it's no fruit in there. Ooh, I hate Big Red. Polly, you definitely take your ass to the corner, see, because you always got some foolishness going on. What you? What you? Is there some men gushers around here? Ooh, I don't like Big Red gum. I don't like. I don't like the smell of cinnamon in people's mouth. Like something about Big Red. I don't know. Don't follow Polly up. Do not follow Polly up with his foolishness. Do not. Polly always got some mess going on. See, I wasn't even talking about that kind of stuff tonight. I was keeping it clean. I just have just dirty minds in my chat down there. See, that's why I don't like Big Red, because when you put not a good combination. It is not. If somebody was talking to you and they had bad breath, would you tell them they had bad breath? Oh, I get you going. Sure I do, Paulie. Sure I do. Mm-hmm. For how long? For how long, Paulie? Yeah, we already talked about lemon heads. That's one of my favorites. So would y'all tell somebody that was talking to you that they had bad breath? Anytime you offer somebody gum, they kind of figure you're saying that their breath smells bad, or at least they think you are. Just like what was those little minty things that I think they still sell them? Is it called Freshen Up? They used to have a commercial where you shake two or three out and you can share. You can taste if your breath stinks. I don't know. What does bad breath taste like? Yeah, Tic Tac. That's what I was thinking of. Altoids are kind of strong and they're expensive. So you had a best friend that had bad breath and you never told them that they had bad breath. How, if you was my best friend, I would expect you to tell me I had bad breath. That's what best friends do. Would you kiss somebody that had bad breath? You ever kiss somebody that could not kiss good at all, but they always wanted to kiss? Like there is an art to kissing if you're a person that kiss. I do know that there are people who don't like kissing, And I have friends that don't kiss at all because they don't like kissing. I don't even know what that's about. It can come from the gut, but would you still want to kiss them regardless of where it came from? Like I have like categories for kissers, like the one that slobs so much when you're kissing them, like they can't control their saliva. So when you finish kissing them, you got their spit all over your mouth. I call them the juicy kissers. I do not like juicy kissers. Or the person that don't really know what to do with their tongue. Yeah, there's an art to. Would y'all say there's an art to kissing, or is that just my little quirk? Oh, y'all were kids. I thought you meant as an adult. Yeah, some people. Yeah, some people just don't know how to kiss. But if you find one that really knows how to kiss, they don't have the sloppy kiss. They know how to use their tongue. They bite your lip a little bit. I love a good kisser. You never had a complaint. Well, do you all think that kissing is important? Because, like I said, I do have friends who don't kiss. They don't like kissing. So, do you think it's an important part of your relationship with somebody to be able to kiss them? I'm not messing. I ain't messing with Polly. I don't know what's wrong with Polly tonight. You over there hopped up on sinus medication? I think so too. So I find it interesting when I meet people who say they don't kiss at all. And I'm thinking, but what about your partner? They may like kissing. You stop open mouth kissing in your 20s? Wow. Really? Now that's interesting. And why did you stop open mouth kissing in your 20s? All right, Martina, you tired? Thank you. Thank you for being here. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:50. Thank you. Get you some rest. So y'all don't have Martina to save you no more. Just so you know. You know what, Paulie? Take your ass to the doghouse. Just go into the doghouse, and you don't have Martina to save you because of germs. Are you a person that have a thing about germs? Like, are you a real clean fanatic? I guess. Like, thank you, Karen. Yeah, y'all take Paulie nasty butt on over into the doghouse. No, Martina is not saving you. It is all about the tongue. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know. You don't do germs. How do you live and not do germs? Are you Do you have OCD? Because you must be cleaning up all the time. I mean, because we have germs everywhere. You have germs that live on your skin. There's no way you can get away from germs. You may think you're away from germs, and actually, it's not good to be too clean or without germs because certain germs are protections. Like just like we have certain bacteria in our body that is there for a good reason. Polly, 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 what is wrong with you tonight, sir? Don't make me have to do a Vanessa on you. Is she still in Vegas? I have not watched since the blue wig. Is she still in Vegas? Yeah, I'll be right back. Need to refill my glass. Need to refill my glass. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, Paulie can go on over there and get some of that Vanessa Coochie Cooch. Oh, you can touch that, Paulie. I might send her a message and tell her, hey, there's this guy who has a YouTube channel called Life with Paulie. He really, really likes you, but he's too shy to tell you. Oh, she's boondocking? Mm-hmm. The desert cooch. Oh. Oh, she got a $20,000 credit card. Okay, if you did, if you couldn't afford the window, then why would you put it on a credit card? Because you still got to pay the bill. And see, Paulie, she got a $20,000 credit card. She could pay you. She probably shaking her legs all over the place, and then she might throw on one of them colorful wigs for you, and do her little. You know how she like to do her hoochie coochie dance. She might do one of her little nasty dances for you. That's what I'm saying. She might do one of them little dirty dances for Paulie. Like that one she did where she didn't wear no panties. Oh my gosh. That video still cracks me up. So let me, I meant to ask you guys earlier. Do y'all think that Diddy should have got charged for racketeering? Do y'all think he should have got more charges than he got? Uh, I don't think she meet them kind of men. I don't think the caliber of men she was going out with had sugar daddy money. Yeah, I don't think she's in the sugar baby category. Yeah, I don't know. You never know. People with money got, freaky deaky ways. Yeah, I think that if they had brought in the two co-conspirators, which was definitely KK and the bodyguard, I can't think of his name now, that would have helped their case. But it made it seem more like he was there for abuse, physical, sexual abuse, and that. But I was kind of pissed because we have gone back so much in the United States when it comes to women that it was 8 men and 4 women. And the men just didn't believe that they were abused simply because of some dang on taxes. Well, for one, I think that they didn't want to stay after they had been there 7 weeks and the holiday was coming up, so they wanted to get it done. And the judge was not letting them, that he didn't want a mistrial. He was going to do some time, but both of those charges only carry up to 10 years. So even, and they say that they don't think the judge would give him 20, though I think he should. But let's say he gives him half. If he gets 10 years, he won't even do 10. He'll get a year off pretty much for already being in there. Then he could get off for they were saying he could get off for going to some type of like anger management classes. Um, and then if he's a good inmate, he could get time taken off for that. There's different things he could do. Drug rehab, he could get time taken off for that. So the way this the one lawyer is talking about, he could get it down to where he only do 2 years. Why the hell would she lying? Why would Charlene have to send her 100 if she lived with her? Okay, Charlene lives with her. I mean, she lives with Charlene. So why would Charlene have to send her $100? She just be saying that shit because she want other people. And even if Charlene did send her $100, what they got to do with my pocket? I bet you how many people picked that one up and ran with it. Yeah, you know what? I really believe, like the Bible talks about what's on the head trickle downs to everybody else. So it's almost like ever since we got this crazy ass president up there, it's like some box of just I don't know degenerate type of stuff. It's like the box has been opened. Like he opened some type of portal where you got people just being blatantly racist and people just committing all types of crazy crimes and getting away with it. And he letting people out, giving them pardons. And when they do go, they don't even get no real time. And I don't understand it. Okay, even if why every time she go to Vegas, Charlene got to send her some money. Why you taking your funky ass to Vegas if you ain't got no money, ma'am? That don't even make no sense. But the thing is, these people have been celebrating that he only got those 2 charges as if that's something to celebrate. And then the sad thing is, they all out there talking all this stuff about the girl Cassie as if she was the perpetrator. I mean, she went kicking his butt down the hallway. Yeah, she got out, but he did the killing, so that's why he got life. Even though she was the one that, helped talk him into the killing. Yeah, she got her own show. No, girl, it ain't completed. As far as I know, she tore everything out and started over. She could be making money on the strip because you remember when she went up there for her birthday, she sure was dressed like a hooker with that wig and fake fur coat on. Yeah, I don't understand how these people can do the things they do. I'm just like, I mean, he had guns. They didn't get him no gun charges. And you mean to tell me that we can now just openly do drugs all over the place and it's okay? He didn't get no drug charges. Even though when they picked him up at the hotel in New York, he had drugs on him. I don't understand that, how he got no drug charges. But I guess when you got money, but he showed though he was getting out, the mama had put down $1 million bail, and they had a plane waiting on him at the airport to take him back to Miami. I bet you he thought he was going to be doing some freak offs this weekend because I'm sure he was going to call the people up. He was probably going to be freaking off so he couldn't freak off no more. But I don't think he's learned the lesson, and I think that's why he needs to stay because I think he's going to try to get all those people back. And the lady that was his chef that he beat up, she did a little TikTok, and she was talking about she was supposed to be a witness, and the feds had called her to come in. And now how he found out, who knows? But right after the feds had came to her house to set her up with coming up there to talk to them, Diddy called her, and he told her that he heard that the feds had contacted her and he would help get her a lawyer. So now she is so scared. Who's working on a farm? Not me. Probably your ass can't even spell no more. First you got farmer, and I don't even know what the FAEM is. I know who ain't working on a farm, and that would be me. I have to go to Alligator Alcatraz. I see you can't spell. That's what I said. Nah, you going out there and work on the farm. I'm not taking my butt out there in no 100-degree weather, picking nothing. I'm not picking a thing other than picking myself up off the couch, off the chair. No, sir. Won't be doing it. Oh, I think she is going to live with her forever because she always lets us know that Charlene says she can stay there as long as she wants. 700 credit score was probably better than everybody in her chat. These were the same people she was begging for money. Well, ma'am, I guess that's why you got a $20,000 credit card. But if you ain't never bought shit and you've always used off of other people, the last time you owned anything was years ago when she owned that condo that went into foreclosure. Yeah, I think she's going to stay there till Miss Pauline is no longer here with us. She's probably hoping that she gets her house. She always wastes money. She always starts out doing stuff. She was doing the names and bought all that stuff. Don't do names. Bought all them clothes supposedly so that she could sell boxes of used clothes. It didn't work. Oh, we're not going to talk about how much money she wasted on the van. Yeah, she be real good down at the alligator farm. She don't even like van life no more, but that's where her bread and butter was coming from. So since the money started drying up when she started living with Charlene, but see, she liked living with Charlene. She don't like living in no van. She was only living in a van because she didn't want to work and pay for a place, and she gave up her Section 8 apartment. So when Charlene came along and gave her a free place to stay, it was like she hit pay dirt. Shoot, I don't think that woman ever gonna leave. I'm wondering if she already sold it because it don't make no sense for her to have it. Yeah, she's a kept woman, but she could have some money in her pocket if she sold it. It looked better than it did when she bought it, but then she got all that shit in that shed that she don't have no place to put it. She could sell that, get rid of it, or whatever. Or maybe she's trying to hold on to it just in case she fall out with Miss Charlene. Yeah, but ain't nobody trying to pay you for stuff and you're not living in no van. You know what? That might be why she tore all that stuff back out. So she could start over and hopefully people would, give her money to rebuild that van out again. Oh, she always does that. Well, when you only have 5 or 6 people in your chat, they get tired of watching you 24/7. Hey, one man's wish. Comments on so somebody can leave a comment. Sir, are you barbecuing tomorrow or cooking out? Oh, I couldn't do a sleeping video. First off, I sleep naked, so I don't think YouTube would allow me to do that. Now, that would be something funny if people did a sleeping video and they didn't sleep in pajamas. And then I snore. Yeah, that would probably be a funny butt video watching me sleep. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, have somebody gonna buy her a mattress. I would like a new mattress. I don't see the point of watching somebody sleep either, but then I don't see the point in watching people eat. So, I realize that people got all types of quirky stuff. I had this man going on and on about my feet the other day. I'm like, you know what? I don't know why that just creeps me out. I know people have feet fetish, but don't, yeah, don't be talking about my feet. If you give me a compliment and say, oh, you have nice looking feet, okay. But you don't need to go on and on and on about them. Send you a camera. Paulie, I thought your ass was in the doghouse. Yeah, he called you receptionist. uh, We're gonna call you the receptionista. So when you start messing with me, I'll be like, receptionist, go on and get in the doghouse. Hey, don't shirk at that, cause them feet, them feet OnlyFans pages be making some money. I mean, but it's kind of creepy to me because people be wanting you to walk around in, like, ice cream or spaghetti or jello. They be wanting you to do stuff with your feet. That's just too much. Now, I can see if you were a foot model or a hands model, because people do that. I couldn't be a hands model no more. Maybe I could still be a feet model, but yeah. I mean, you can make money on it. You can make money on it. But I don't know why I find that creepy for somebody to want to watch me do stuff with my feet or go on and on about feet. I mean, I guess it's no worse than a man who like boobs, but yeah. And it's like, I don't know why. I mean, I think I have nice looking legs, but apparently I must have really nice looking legs because I've had men and women my whole life tell me I have nice looking legs. So before I moved, I was having an issue with my weekend mail carrier, and she wasn't delivering the stuff like she was supposed to. So I called the what is the post office, whatever they call them. So he was like, "I'm gonna hold your mail on the weekend if you don't mind picking it up until I can get this taken care of." So I was like, "No problem." So I go up to the post office that Monday to pick up packages that I had got. And so he was really nice. He was helping me bring the packages to my car and everything. And then he tells me, he was like, "I sure would like to lotion your legs because they are so pretty." That is creepy. Who's running around wanting to lotion people's legs? That was not a compliment to me. And my neighbor used to always say that too. Be like, he ain't say could he come over to try to have sex with me. He wanted to come over and lotion my legs. Hell no, you can't do that. No. No ham, no spam, no sir. I'm like, no, just be normal. Other guys say they want to come over to have sex. You want to come over and lotion somebody dang on legs. Mm-mm. I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe other people don't find that creepy. I found it creepy. Even for 5,000. No, I find it creepy. No. Mm-mm. No. No. Not even about the money. But that's just me. Somebody else might be like, "Yeah, come on over here and lotion up these legs." No. Just ask for the normal stuff that men ask for. Don't be wanting to go outside the box on that. No, they weren't ashy peaches. They thought I had beautiful legs, so they wanted to touch them. And my neighbor was always like, "Come over here so I can touch your legs." I was like, "What is wrong with you?" I think it's kind of weird. You'll let him in McDonald's parking lot for the 5,000. You know what? I don't know what the hell is wrong with you and Paulie tonight. What y'all had? Are y'all drinking? Y'all got some gummies y'all over there chewing on? Oh yeah, Sable. I seen that. You know what? That I'm gonna need you to go get some personal mental help if you got to hire a personal cutler. Now, I do realize that there are a lot of lonely people in the world now, and they say right now this is the first time in that they can remember that there's so many lonely men and men by themselves. But you're gonna pay somebody to come and lay in the bed with you and just hold you and cuddle you. I would be afraid, as the cutler, I would be afraid that the person would want to try to go past the me hugging them part. But yeah, I couldn't do that. I could not do that. But apparently there's money in it. The only place I seen that in was New York. I'm sure they do it in California. But there's probably good money in it. They get paid pretty good. It's like a few hundred an hour, depending on how long the person stay. I would assume that people with money are the ones requesting this. I can't imagine the person that got the job at Walmart is paying for a professional cutler. Hell, just go get a guy and he'll hold you. He might want a little bit more, but you can ask pretty much any guy to give you a hug. Charlie ain't finna let you be no professional cutler. People will pay for anything. They will pay for anything. No, you're not. Charlie is not going to let you do that. He gonna let you go lay up in the bed and be hugging somebody else. And they don't do just the women that I seen. They do men and women. So, but I'm like, no. Don't mention pantyhose. What you mean? Don't mention pantyhose? Oh, I quit wearing pantyhose years ago. Because they used to, when I went to church, our pastor was kind of old fashioned, who thought that women should still wear pantyhose. It's too damn hot in South Carolina for pantyhose. I don't know who even invented those. I'm sure it was a man. Just like I'm sure it was a man that made the first bras. So I just lotion my legs down and maybe put a little oil in there so they'd be a little shiny and put my shoes on and keep it moving. I do not wear pantyhose. Now, I used to love to wear fishnet pantyhose and I would like get them in different colors and stuff. Now, I'll still wear those because they're not so constricting and I like them. And I used to love the ones with the little, remember how back in the day they had all the different pantyhose, like you could have the seam up the back and all that. You still wear pantyhose? Where you wearing pantyhose to, Tashana? Now in the winter, I wear them with boots and a mini skirt or something. Yes, I still will put on a mini skirt. But in the summertime, nah, I'm not doing that. You get some lotion legs. Yeah, back in the day. How long ago was that, Sable? Would you want your man to be wearing pantyhose now? See, Polly? See, Polly. And the kind, remember they came out the kind, I think they still make them, where you don't have to have the whole pantyhose. You could just wear and they come up on your thigh and they supposed to stay. My thighs were always too big for them things. Oh, you like gummies? Okay, I missed that one. Now, if you were just wearing, the thigh highs to be sexy, that's fine. I used to like to wear them back in the day with like a dress that may be long and you unbutton it up to a certain point where, if you're dancing or something, the guys can see you had on thigh high pantyhose. See, that's why you had to always have you a bottle of clear fingernail polish. So if you got to run, you could stop the run if you were outside the house. But I know at one time they were fashionable. I just like the colored pantyhose and all that kind of stuff. But now, nah, she ain't putting nothing of that on unless she trying to be sexy at the house. No, not knee highs. Polly, what is you talking about? They come up on your thigh. They're thigh highs. Are you talking about the kind that the men wear? They wear knee high. They're not pantyhose, but the knee highs. Men are wearing those now. Why? When they could just wear a nice pair of, um, you know, the dress socks. Okay, well, you was dressing up for Halloween. That's different. Unless you be dressing up around the house for Annabelle and pantyhose. I don't know what kind of freaky dicky stuff you be doing at the house, Polly. You might be running around your apartment with pantyhoses on. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Yes, if you got the wrong size and you really needed to wear them, and so you trying to pull them up, and the crouch is like in between your thigh and your cooch. That was horrible. Oh, yes. That was one thing I really stopped wearing. Yeah, I'll wear them in the wintertime, and then it's definitely cold up there for you guys. So, and I like tights with boots. But otherwise, no, no, can't do it, can't do it. It's just too hot. It's too hot. All that sweating. Mm-mm. Just the thought of it. Nah. Ooh, I wish we had places that delivered all night. I now want something to eat, and I have nothing cooked. Yes, and I'm glad some of those things that was in the good old days are no longer apply. You used to get whippings because the line didn't line up across your toes. Now you was gonna have on some tights with my mom. I had to wear dresses. I didn't start. wearing pants to school until I was in 6th grade. I always wore dresses to school with tights. That's probably why I wear a lot of dresses now. I had people want to know if I was sanctified. I was like, no, I just like wearing dresses. I like wearing feminine clothes. I mean, I'm a female. I like very much being a woman. And I like, and then it's, first of all, it's hot down here, so a dress is cooler. But I do like dressing very feminine. I mean, I like dressing up. I like dressing as a female. So, yeah, I wear more dresses. I mean, I probably only got, I might have more now. I might have just 5 pairs of jeans. And don't have many dress pants. I'm very much a dress person and love sundresses in the summertime. Matter of fact, I had ordered this dress from Shein and it came today. And apparently, I did not look at the dress very well because it had a whole open cutout on the side. And I'm like, I definitely did not see that when I ordered this dress because I would not wear that. I'm like, oh no, we will not be having the rolls showing. Yeah, I am hungry. I wear the dress and you would bring the, you know what, Polly? You know what, Polly? I don't even know what you mean about the leaf blower, and I'm not even going to find out, sir. You and your leaf blower are going to stay up there in New York. Yeah, I like wrap dresses too. They cover up a lot and they're sexy. Don't egg him on, recessionista. Do not egg him on. I don't know what's wrong. Paulie being real freaky deaky tonight. I don't know what is wrong with him. What? Because you can't see me? Yeah, Paulie was already in the corner. He in the corner cutting up. I don't know what is wrong with him. Yeah, a good wrap dress and some pointy toe pumps. I used to love me some pointy toe pumps. And they're coming back. They're back out this season too. Though I cannot wear high heels like that. I have to get them in the kitten heel now. But pumps make everybody's legs look beautiful. Paulie say I be what? You know how y'all got stable cutting up. See? See, Paulie, you see how you doing my chat tonight? I'm gonna come over there and cut up in your chat. I don't know why I don't be getting my notifications about when you go live. But you normally make videos. But I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna leave some dirty comments underneath your videos. How about that, sir? But I'm gonna go over there on V channel and let her know that you want her. I'm surely gonna let her know that you want her and have her tell her to come over to your channel so she can see who you are. Yeah, heels are pretty, but I can't even wear them out the house no more. I used to wear them like I could wear them to a place and then after my feet start hurting, I put on some low heels that I brought like some flats that I might have brought with me. I can't even make them out the house, make it out the house no more. So I just go on and use my kitten heels. And now they make them so cute. I can get pointy toe kitten heel pumps. So yeah. But I like a good wedge too. I like a good wedgie heel. She can fly to New York and hang out with Paulie. He got plenty of room. Matter of fact, she might leave Vegas and move up there with you. And y'all can make videos together. We be sitting there looking at y'all making videos. You, her, and Annabelle. Instead of Annabelle be underneath the covers, we look up and it be McNasty up underneath them covers. Oh, that would be too funny. Oh, she gonna stay longer than a few months, Deshauna. You know when she visit, she be staying for years. She went to visit Charlene, and it's been 3 years now. Yeah, she wait a minute. You know what? Yeah, I forgot about it. I can't do that to Annabelle because I forgot how she do animals. Yeah, Annabelle would be in trouble. She'd be in there trying to give Annabelle a bath. Mm-mm. She ain't right. Stop it. See, I ain't say that, Polly. That's what Fashionista. Yeah. It won't be Annabelle on them covers. It'll be you and the Mac. He'll be on there talking about, I just walked to me and my friend, we just walked to the dollar store because you know she loved the dollar store too. Mm-hmm. And we just picked up some stuff and we're walking back now. She's visiting from Vegas. You might have to make her take a bath though. Yeah, Paula, you could show that would be a cute video. Y'all cooking together. She could make you up some of them. What she be cooking? Some liver and onions. We can see y'all having a liver and onion meal. Mr. Ma, oh, you gotta have some sardines on the side. And y'all both can be on there talking about send you gifts. Yeah, it might be a money maker for you. Oh, Tashana, you almost close to 2,000, and that's isn't that something? It took you a long time to get 1,000, and now you at almost 2,000. I'm gonna need y'all to do better. I've been at where I'm at for probably a year, not even 1,500. I would like to be 2,000 by my birthday. And these last people that have, I've had some new subscribers. So if you're a new subscriber and you're in the bushes and you haven't come in the chat, thank you for subscribing. But do at least come in the chat and say hello. Because when I look at my stats, I see there's a lot more people than be in the chat. And it's and then I have like 30% of you guys who are not subscribed. So that right there could be the people that would make me get to 2,000. So if you haven't subscribed, and I never say this, but if you haven't subscribed, it's free. It don't cost you nothing. It don't take nothing away from you. All you got to do is click the little subscribe and go about your business. You know, if you like it, you can hit the notification and know when I come on. And we never know when that is because it can be a hit and a miss. Oh, yeah. He can have bacon in the morning. You can have some. Oh, I forgot you got to have the bacon with the liver. and the onions. Yeah, she could cook you up some eggs in the morning the next day with some sardines or whatever. So yeah. Oh, and I do want to say we have gotten more men. Uh, I think we're up to like 20 something percent of men are watching. So thank you, men. Thank you very much. I did want to do a show about men since Polly in here cutting a fool. And I don't know if one man wished and left. He might be halfway listening to us. I don't know. But I wanted to do a show with the men and them talking about being a man like in 2025. Like, has it changed? You know, of course, things have changed from when you were in your 20s to where you're at now, but has what women believe a man should be and the things they should do, have your input on that. I would like to really have that conversation. And then I was going to have, because I had invited my son. I didn't know you were still in here. Oh, you're watching from Ireland? Wow, thank you. That always amazed me that we have people from all over the place. I mean, the internet can be so awesome. I have never been to Ireland, but it is one of those places I want to go. It just looks so beautiful over there. I really, 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 really want to go. I can't try my traveling partner, my aunt. She don't be wanting to go to kind of cold place, but I'm like, Ireland ain't cold in the summertime and the spring. For some reason, I can't get her to go to Europe. I'm still trying to get her to go over to Europe. So yes, definitely you can be a part of it. I want to do it on StreamYard so that the guys can come up if they want to. I'm going to have my son, since he's 31, get input from younger men, older men. You know, is it hard being a man? Do we require more from men now than we did in the past? Um, you know, just viewpoint of men on different things. So I would love to do that, definitely, since I've gotten more men watching. So that is good. And so I hope you will stay with us. And I don't know where Chris and Sandy are a couple from Australia, but they probably, I normally come on Friday, so they probably went looking for me tonight. Because usually we have Chris, and he will talk in the chat. So yeah, for the people in the bushes, at least say hello, because I can't see you, but the stats are telling me that you're there. I thank you guys so much for watching the lives. Apparently y'all like the lives better than the videos, because I get more views on that, which is interesting to me, because I think my videos are better than the lives sometimes, but I guess that's just me, just thinking more highly of myself. All right, people, I is hungry, and it's almost midnight if you're on the East Coast. What time is it in Ireland right now? Thank you. Thank you so much for becoming a subscriber. What time is it over there? Is that 4:50 in the morning or in the afternoon? Wow, what are you doing up? Are you at work? Or you can't sleep? I'm not a good sleeper, so I'll be watching all kind of stuff on YouTube. And oh, you work at the airport. That has to be interesting. I bet you see all kind of stuff. I bet you there's never a dull day when you go to work. Well, I'm so glad you happened to come across us. All right, guys. I'm hungry. I need to find me something to eat. And it's almost midnight. So I'm going to say goodnight. If you guys are cooking out or just hanging out with friends and family tomorrow for the 4th, have a wonderful time. I might come on because I'm not going to be doing anything. I don't know if I'm going to cook out. I'm going to see how I feel in the morning. But if it's going to be a hot day, there will be no barbecuing for me. I might just order me some. So, yeah. But you guys have a wonderful, I guess I should say morning since it's almost morning. And thank you for hanging out with me as usual. And for you bad ones, y'all can come out the doghouse now because I'm closing the doghouse down. Parker says hello and good night. He over there sleeping. So I guess he says since I'm not showing myself, he didn't have to act up. But thank you guys so much. You know, I always enjoy the conversation. So I truly appreciate it. And you guys enjoy the rest of your morning. I'm going to bed. I'm probably not going to eat anything. I just wake up hungry. So good night, you guys. Love you, love you, love you. Bye.